Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, and sometimes hair, so if that sounds like your thing, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. You all know by now that I love well-hydrated skin. I like how hydrated skin regulates my oils, how it makes my skin look nice and plump and dewy and glowy, removes dullness. Just hydrated skin literally means everything to me right now. So when Belif got in touch with me and asked if I wanted to review some of their most hydrating products, of course I immediately said yes. So big thank you to Belif for sponsoring today's video and for sharing my love of well-hydrated skin. Belif is a brand that you may have actually seen pop up on my channel a few times throughout the last couple of years. And they're a K-beauty brand who combine the most modern skincare science with more traditional herbal remedies. And today I want to share some of their best-selling and most hydrating skincare products that I have fallen in love with. So if you want well-hydrated skin, I recommend you keep on watching. Now let's talk about the Aqua Balm Hydrating Toner. I believe this is actually out today? From today? As of today? But I was lucky enough to get my hands on it super early. So this is of course a hydrating and moisturizing toner. This contains hyaluronic acid in the form of sodium hyaluronate, which theoretically means it's able to penetrate deeper into the skin, providing more moisture from within, more hydration from within. This also contains honeysuckle and beta glucan, so that helps soothe irritated skin, but also helps strengthen the skin barrier as well. But it also contains something called baobab. I probably said that wrong. And this basically just helps lock everything in. So all that hydration, HA, everything just locks it into your skin. So one thing I want to point out pretty immediately is how long this lasts. I've been using this like once a day at least, every day for about 3 weeks. Has it been 3 weeks? Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. As I mentioned, I got my hands on it early, but look how much is still left. You can see there. I've used about that much, and that's because the consistency of this is kind of like thick but also watery at the same time. There's no 7 skin method needed here whatsoever to get that dewy look that the 7 skin method usually gives you. I personally just use a couple drops, pat that over my skin, and your skin instantly looks brighter, more dewy, glowy, but it still feels super light on the skin, which I always mention as for someone with oily skin is super important to me. But this is also an amazing toner for setting up the rest of your skincare routine. So this gives you a really nice glowy, dewy looking base, and I find that all my products kind of just go on the skin a lot smoother once I've used this. So yeah, I believe that is out now. Of course, all products will be linked in the description box down below. So let's talk about their Aqua Balm Jelly Cleanser. I don't know if you're familiar with their Aqua Balm series. One of their moisturizers that I'm going to show you is a bestseller. But this is basically that Aqua Balm moisturizer in a cleanser form, and it feels exactly the same as the moisturizer. Same texture, same scent, same feeling of just moisture and hydration. This is of course free of SLS, parabens, and even though it's got a scent to it, it does contain less than 1% of scent and fragrance within the whole product. And the packaging is recyclable as well. This is one of very few cleansers that really does not strip the skin whatsoever. You got your glycerin-based cleansing agents in here that really does keep your skin feeling nice and nourished. And I really do think it's good for all skin types, not irritating whatsoever. I just want to talk a little bit more about the ingredients, and this is an ingredient that you're going to see throughout the rest of the range as well. So this contains something called lady's mantle. So this is basically a herb that's rich in antioxidants, can potentially help minimize the size of your pores, which is a pretty good thing, and aids in the skin's turnaround as well. This also contains something called Napier's Original Formula and Napier's Aqua Formula. Again, something I'd never heard of before. It's basically there to hydrate your skin, and you can really feel it in the morning when my routine is literally cleanse, toner, maybe a serum, moisturizer, sunscreen. You want a cleanser that's not going to strip your skin and keep your skin looking nice and glowy and well hydrated, and this is perfect. This kind of like, how do I explain this? This kind of like sticks to your skin a little bit, not in a horrible way. So you put it on, and you know sometimes you get cleansers and they just kind of like fall off into the sink or into the shower. This kind of sticks to the skin a tiny bit, so you can really get a good massage and a good rub around the face. So really good if you want to remove makeup with it as well. Personally, I would still use a cleansing balm, but this also does a good job. Saying that though, it's super easy to rinse off as well. So yeah, I really like this. I just think it's crazy how this does feel like the same moisturizer, the Aqua Balm moisturizer, but in a cleanser form. Weird, but very nice. Let's talk about the Moisturizing Eye Balm. This is, of course, a hydrating eye cream that provides you with 26 hours of hydration. It contains some really interesting ingredients. There's something in here called comfrey leaf, which basically promotes healing of skin, fights inflammation, and it soothes dry, irritated skin as well. Remember that fact, and I'll tell you why I've actually been using this eye cream, because you know how I feel about eye creams. You have centella, which I didn't know, but is also known as tiger grass, or as Belif Aqua pennywort, and that's used in this eye cream to help boost the skin's elasticity, as well as usual important eye cream ingredients like ceramide and glycerin. Now, as I mentioned, we all know how I feel about eye creams. I don't think they're 100% necessary for me personally. I have, however, been using this one for a few reasons. First of all, they sent it to me and they're sponsoring this video. But also one thing I really like about this eye cream is how it's advertised, basically, and they don't ever say that it helps combat dark circles, which is one thing I really like, because a lot of eye creams I just kind of like roll my eyes because they're like, get rid of dark circles. We know eye creams don't really do that. Not surprising though, from a brand that I actually trust. What it does do is adds this real kind of like bouncy bright look to under your eyes, which then makes you look more awake and more alert and like awakened. It makes you look more refreshed, and that's because I almost feel like the light is kind of like bouncing off this eye cream and reflecting away from those dark circles. So it does make you look like you just have glowing skin right up to your eyelids. And another reason I've been using this eye cream is because recently my eyes have been getting very dry. It's allergy season. I've been getting hay fever quite bad, so I'm constantly itching my eyes, rubbing under my eyes, which I know is like a bad thing to do, but the relief that I get from that when they've been itching all day is so nice. So I mentioned earlier about the comfrey leaf, and I really find that this has been providing relief under my eyes. Not only has it been moisturizing them, keeping them from like going dry and flaky from where I'm constantly rubbing them, it's been dyeing down any redness, it's been cooling on the skin as well. I've maybe been putting this a little bit too close to my eyes, but it really does help to soothe my under eyes. It's nice and nourishing without being too thick and heavy as well. So yeah, to be honest, I've actually really been enjoying this as an eye cream, but I've also been using it on my knuckles as well. My hands have been getting really dry recently, so I kind of like do my eyes and I'm just kind of like Whilst we're on that topic, I'll introduce you to the True Cream Moisturizing Balm. So this is a real intensive, deep moisturizing product. It's a bestseller in Korea and is targeted at those with normal to dry skin, and again, able to supply moisture for up to 26 hours. The key ingredient in here, again, is that comfrey leaf. And I believe comfrey leaf is actually in nearly all of their products within this kind of like hydrating range. So a bit more about comfrey leaf. So it contains allantoin and, oh god, rosmarinic. So allantoin boosts the production of new skin cells, while rosmarinic, that's basically the important soothing, healing part of the comfrey leaf. The most important bit that I can't pronounce, but is in there. You can actually see that I've not been using this product too much. You can see a few finger dips in there. It's a little bit too heavy for my oily skin during summer, but this is aimed at dry skin, basically, which I am not. So it's been warm here, and I've not been using it as like a night moisturizer either, because of another product that I'm going to show you that I'm in love with as well. But I can see this in winter being great for my dehydrated skin. Last winter I got so dehydrated, I don't know what I did. It's probably what I didn't do that made me dehydrated, but this is something I'm going to need in the evenings. That's a little bit heavier. This is like, so I say it was too heavy for my oily skin, but it's also not like, it doesn't feel, how do I say this? It's not like a heavy, oily, greasy sheen moisturizer. You can feel it's got that comfort and thickness and hydration and nourishment there, but it didn't feel suffocating, but it's still not one for an oily person to use during the day. So in summer. So during winter, I'll definitely be using this in the evening to kind of keep in, provide and lock in that hydration that I'm bound to lose again in winter. This is the other product that I've been using as a hand cream. It's really good. I've been using this on my ashy knees as well. Like, it's really good. So now these two final products are by far my favorite of the range. Both of these I've been using every single day since I received them. I absolutely love the way they not only make my skin look, but the way they make my skin feel. You would have seen this popping up in a few videos kind of secretly while I've been trying it. Anytime I've been using a moisturizer moisturizer that I don't show the package of, it's been this one. This is the Belif Aqua Balm, again, another award winner, and one that I see on like all the like Korean beauty focused channels that I follow. I see this on their channel. It's always in their favorites. It's always in their skincare routines. So this is a super light oil-free moisturizer. This feels so nice and cooling on my oily skin. So this contains an ingredient called Lady's Mantle, and according to the Belif website, this is an ingredient that does a lot, like a lot for your skin, including neutralizing damage from free radicals on the skin, making your pores look smaller and tighter, and helping to improve the elasticity of your skin, which sounds all good to me. This also contains oat extract, which is super interesting. So great for super dry and irritated skin, and can be very calming, but also not too much for oily skin. And then there's ceramides in here as well for your skin barrier. There is one ingredient in here that when I first got this, I was like, ooh, and that's shea butter, which I usually have real issues with. It's not known for breaking people out really. It's not up there with those irritating ingredients, but it does tend to break me out sometimes. I seem fine with this. This doesn't have that thickness and heaviness and suffocating feeling that I find products with shea butter in usually have on my skin. This just feels super light. This gel cream really makes my skin look instantly dewy and hydrated and glowing. This is like glass skin in a tub. So this is my go-to moisturizer in the morning, and there's a very specific way I like to use this to maximize its hydrating properties. So I cleanse in the shower or just rinse my skin, jump out the shower, spritz on toner, keep my skin damp, and then apply this over the top onto that damp skin, and my skin just looks so naturally healthy and dewy and glowy. And this product just seems to really work on damp skin. I've been kind of like going in on it, I don't know if you can see, but this is one of those products where you do just need a tiny bit to start with because it's very easy to overuse. So I do like a single dot in like the 4 areas, rub that in, and then I usually go over with a little bit more. Depends how glowy you like your skin. And finally, the Aqua Bomb Sleeping Mask. I would actually say this is my favorite product of the whole bunch. So a sleeping mask is of course like a nighttime moisturizer, like a night cream, and this helps lock in all that moisture overnight. I think we lose quite a fair bit of moisture from our skin overnight, so this is gonna stop that. That's a pretty bad explanation. So this, of course, can help prevent that. And you just wake up with skin that doesn't feel tight or dehydrated, or like you've just been lying down for about 8 hours. This again contains Lady's Mantle for that boost of elasticity and the appearance of your pores. You team that up with all the humectants in here, and something called Scottish Heather, which helps calm and soothe irritated skin. Again, this is a product that's very easy to overuse, but it does go on super light, and you could instantly feel the calmingness of this product, the calming qualities of the product, and a really nice cooling effect as well. So it's been so nice during like the hotter weather here. It's got like this like a jelly texture. Let me show you, and it's gonna look like I've not been using it, but look, you see it's just kind of all settled. It's one of those products that you take some out, and because it's like jelly-like texture, it just kind of forms back flat again. So yeah, as I said, it's very easy to overuse this because you do just kind of want to like slather it all over your face. But I take a little bit, start with my forehead, rub that on, and then take a tiny bit more each cheek. And then I take a little bit more, do that in my hands, and then pat over just for like a final seal, you know? So yeah, in the evening, again, I like to apply this to damp skin. So I try and keep my skin as damp as I can throughout my evening routine. If not, after a serum, I'll just spritz my face with some water and apply this over. And again, even though you're going to bed, it gives you this really nice glowing skin. Another thing that I really like about this is their pillow-proof formula, as they call it. So unlike heavier traditional night packs and night creams, which I really struggle to find a good one up until now, that usually have a lot of oils in. They then kind of transfer onto your pillow, then they kind of stay in your pillow, then transfer back onto your face, and it can really cause breakouts. This doesn't do that because it's like non-oily consistency. It doesn't feel sticky, and it doesn't feel like you're sticking to your pillow. It's just nice and light and very non-intrusive. So there we go. There is my review of the Belif brand, a brand I already knew I loved. So when they contacted me, I was like, yeah, fine. But I feel like the hydrating range is a really good one if you feel your skin is looking a little bit dull, it's looking a little bit like lifeless and dry and maybe even textured. This is a great range to add that hydration back into your skin, make your skin look and feel good, but then also just add some brightness and life back into your skin. It's also great if you like that glass skin look like myself, but don't want to use heavy products just to achieve that shine. This is going to give you a healthy, natural shine because your skin is well hydrated. Once again, thank you to Belif for sponsoring this video and for sharing my love of hydration. Of course, all product links will be in the description box down below. Let me know if you tried these products before, what your favorite ones were, what ones you're interested in trying. But that's it from me now, guys. I will see you next time. This is one of very few fragrances. Oh my god.